Hello and welcome. In this guide, I'll be talking about words and where to place them and how they can be used. Now, words are this item over here, a word of sight. They can be bought at either the observatories, one or here, or the actual shop here in your base. Now, words, their importance is that they give you sight around an area, and thus they can either be used to set up ganks or to avoid being ganked. Now you can either use words defensively or offensively. Typically if you place them in your own area, here, if you're legion obviously, they'll be considered defensive as they're giving sight in your area, thus the enemy can't come and gank you. Now if they're placed offensively, which means in the enemy's area, if you're legion, it helps you set up ganks on them. Thus it's an offensive type of word. Now first I'll be showing some areas where to place defensive words, so if you're the legion. So the first one's here. Now this word gives sight over here and even in the middle area. Thus it helps you notice if they're coming to kill you if you're attacking the mega creeps. If they've taken this tower for example and they're pushing here or here and you can't see them, you can also place a word here. Though you're gonna have to 1 moment here. Let me just jump there. Now that word to place a word over there, you're gonna have to use a portal key or some other form of teleportation, but it still offers a very large area of sight. Now, previously I forgot to mention that if a word is on higher ground, it gives more sight than a normal word. So, for example, a word up here gives more sight than the one down here, a significant amount more. Now this one's considered an offensive word as it's on their area, so if you want to play defensively, you'd want to place one here. Now both of these words give sight on the rune, which is this here, which I'll explain its purposes later on in another video, but they're very important early game especially. Let me show you some more other areas for defensive words in the Legion. Now if you're unsure where they are at mid, if they've taken this tower for example, you can place one here. If you're farming the forest and you're scared they'll gank you, another very good area is to place one here. And one moment. Other common areas here in the middle, as it offers a decent range of sight. Here, for guarding the rune, and another areas over here, as it gives 1, 2, 3 pots. Now, offensive words. Now, the offensive words of the Legion are considered the defensive words of the Hellborn. So, for example, if I was the Hellborn, I'd place one here. If they were pushing bot or mid, I should have a word here. Let me go on the other side quickly. And as this word over here, for example, is the counterpart to this one, as it also helps you, gives you farm and a significant sight in the forest. Another common areas here, as it gives you sight over here and on these two pots. Now you can also place a word here. 1 moment. As you can see them coming from this area. Now words can be used for another reason, as when you ward an area over here, for example around the jungle mobs, you block them from spawning, thus you can avoid you can stop your enemy from farming. For example, if I place one here, the creeps will not spawn, and thus it's a very efficient way to ruin your enemy junglers, as you practically cut out all their farm here. There. Now, though this might sound very overpowered and you can easily ruin a hero, it's possible to counter these words. Now to counter words, one requires these, words of revelation. Now words of revelation are both from here, not from here, from the shop, and yeah, when you place one, it has a very large radius and it would reveal any words of sight nearby or other revelation words. These can also be used if your enemy team has many stealth heroes, as it would reveal them in this area. Yeah, now as you can see, with all these words we have on high hills, especially most of the words are on high ground. We have all the map, sight practically all over the map. Now in a real game, you have you can buy around 4 words at a given time in the shop, as one can see. You've got 4 words. Once these 4 are bought, you've got a 2-minute 30-second cooldown to buy another. This is obviously to avoid abuse. Yeah, that basically covers wording, and yeah, that's enough. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.